Hello and welcome to my channel. It's Jill from Flip and Thrift on Poshmark, and it's Flip and Thrift on Instagram. Today's video I am going to go over my month of January, how many things I listed, how many sales I had, and I'll highlight a few of my top sales and a few of my lowest sales. Just to show you that it's not all glory, not everything is an amazing sale, but every sale counts and I am thankful for everyone that purchases anything from me and supports my business. So, spoiler alert, January was not the best month, but I'm kind of okay with that. There are probably a few reasons for this happening. So first of all, January is normally a slow sales month in any sort of retail industry. I have worked a variety of retail jobs and have kind of learned this. Stores normally scale back hours and work with like a skeleton staff. And I think during the pandemic, this has been no different. If anything, it has had a bigger impact. Generally, people start getting their credit card bills and see how much they've spent for Christmas and the month of December and say, yikes, I've got to cut back on spending, so they might not purchase as much. Another reason is that thrift stores have been closed since Christmas here. I haven't been sourcing since mid-December, so I haven't been able to add as many new items into my closet. I did get a little creative. I ordered a few mystery boxes, which if you missed my unboxings, I will link them up here or on this side. I don't know where it ends up. And I also went sourcing in my basement and found lots of things that have just been sitting around. So me and my mom found some bins of winter jackets that were me and my siblings from when we were children. So I got those all listed. I've sold a few things from our basement already. So just get creative if you cannot go out to the thrift store sourcing. Look at what you might have in your own closet, in your own home. Ask friends, ask your family members if they have anything. You can start doing consignment, mystery boxes. The options are endless, you just gotta get creative. So that being said, in the whole month of January, I listed 123 new items. I also focused a lot on relisting, and I relisted 293 of my listings. I basically go on a regular basis and relist anywhere from 10 to 20 listings. I sort my closet from just in, scroll all the way to the bottom, and start that way. I usually do a few from the bottom there and then look at what hadn't got any likes, and sometimes they were a bit newer, but I'd still relist them and just to freshen them up, and sometimes they'd start getting likes then for whatever reason, and it definitely helped me to make the sales that I did make. I also focused a lot on cross-listing to eBay, and eBay definitely stepped up this month. I'm very happy with the amount of sales I've been making on there. It's definitely not the level that Poshmark is yet, but I am fairly new to eBay, so I'm happy with making a few sales over there. Through the month of January, I actually maxed out my listings on eBay about 3/4 of the way through, so I had a few days that I wasn't listing, but I was trying to average about 10 listings a day, so I listed a total of 233 items over there, and I actually sold 7 items through the month of January, which I think is pretty good. It may not seem like a lot to you, but I'm very happy with that. On Poshmark, I sold 53 items, which is not a great month for me. I think I've been averaging, if you look back at my sales videos, I didn't write this down, but probably closer to 100 items, so there was definitely a decrease. However, based on the number of new listings I have, my sell-through rate was still 43%, which is actually higher than it was before, but that's because I wasn't adding as much new inventory. I did actually have 3 days in the whole month that I did not make any sales on any platforms, and those were January 31st, January 28th, and January 14th. So the end of the month definitely slowed things down and was probably my worst sales week in a while, but it happens. You're gonna have ups and downs, and you've just got to stick with it, keep listing, keep sharing, and the sales will come back. So now we'll go into the second part of this video, which I will tell you my top 5 sales on both Poshmark and eBay together. The very best sale that I had was actually on eBay. It was this Merrill Ellenwood insulated parka jacket. It sold for $150 and it went to an international buyer in the US. So I don't know exactly how much she paid shipping, but it was somewhere between like $25 and $30. The next item was something I'd retail arbitraged probably on my very first time that I've ever done retail arbitrage, and I got it at Nordstrom Rack. It was this Trina Turk teddy wrap coat. It was the softest thing I have ever touched, and I had relisted it a few times just because I like to relist often and keep things fresh. And eventually it sold for $120 with discounted shipping. After the person asked a few questions, she accepted my offer, and that sold on January 18th. So I was happy to see that go to a new home before the winter was over. The third highest sale was this pair of Uggs. They weren't quite the Adirondack, but they were like a leather lace-up style. I think it might have been an older Adirondack or just an older model, but they sold for $80 on January 22nd, and again, I was happy to move them before the end of winter. The fourth item was something that kept getting a ton of interest. Like, I think at one point it had over 20 likes, and then I relisted it and it still kept getting lots and lots of likes. It was this pair of Levi's relaxed fit rigid denim jeans, and they ended up selling for full price in the end for what I had them listed at $60 on January 15th. So I was very happy when that sale came in. I had been sending offers, and then they sold full price. So you never know when they're gonna move. And I actually have a tie for 5th place. I have one eBay sale and one Poshmark sale. The first is on eBay. It was this black tartan, it was like a black houndstooth print dress, and it sold for $50, which is what I had it listed at. It wasn't getting much attention on Poshmark, but as soon as I cross-posted it to eBay, it sold fairly quickly, so I was happy for that. I got a nice feedback from the buyer saying that she loved the dress and that she was very happy with her experience shopping with me. And then on Poshmark, we had another $50 sale of these O'Neill snow pants. I think, if I'm not mistaken, these were also a full price sale, so we always love a nice full price sale. I'll move on to the bottom 5 sales, and I'll start off with the lowest. So the very lowest sale that I had this month was this American Eagle gray crewneck sweatshirt. It sold for $13 on January 20th. She had sent an offer that was a little bit lower. We countered back and forth, and ultimately I ended up accepting it. It was something I had got at the bin, so I had a low cost of goods. It was an older American Eagle piece, and it wasn't getting a ton of interest, so I was just happy to move it, happy to make a sale, and it went to a new home. And then I actually have 5 that are tied for 2nd place at $15. The first is this pair of American Eagle acid wash jean shorts. They sold for $15 on January 5th. Again, just something, I'm sure if I had held out I could have maybe got closer to $20, but I was happy to make a sale, happy to move them, and these were actually from my cousin, so they had 0 cost of goods into them, so I was happy to make a few dollars. The next was this ripe sweater dress, which I had actually got during the last lockdown when I purchased a few bags of mystery inventory on Facebook Marketplace, so I've had it for a little while. It sold in a bundle in my 3 for $45 sale, so again, just something I'm happy to see go before it starts to get warm and people won't be looking for sweaters anymore. The next was a Kayadin tennis skirt. It sold on January 9th. And again, this was part of my 3 for $45 sale, so when the $15 offer came in, I was happy to accept it. Next was something that again was part of my 3 for $45 sale, and it sold in a bundle with a pair of jeans. So she sent me an offer and I accepted it based on the fact that they were a 3 for $45 and a pair of jeans, and it was very reasonable what she sent me. And those actually sold on January 16th. And the final one was this tag magenta blouse, something I've had sitting around a while. I think tag is potentially sold at Walmart or Target, so it's not a very high-end brand. It was part of my 3 for $45 sale, and someone purchased this single item, so they sent me an offer of $15, and I was happy to see it move to a new home so I could clear up some space in my inventory to purchase some new items. So those were my top sales and bottom sales, I guess you could say, for the month of January. It was not the best month, but February has already started picking up. Poshmark is still pretty slow, I find, but I have made 3 sales on eBay, and it is only February 4th, so I'm very happy with that. And I hope that it continues as I continue to cross-list over there. And I'd love to hear down in the comments, let me know how your sales in January were, and maybe pop in what your top sales or what your bottom sales are. I'd love to hear. And if you like this type of content, if you like thrift hauls, tips and tricks videos, what sold, just anything Poshmark, reseller, and business related, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification so that you know when I come out with some new content. And until next time, bye!